Where do I even fucking start? Here I am, dead ass, having to make a recording. I have shit I have to do. And dead ass, here I am. I sound like shit. Nobody really cares. I just want to get to the point. In case you missed it by the title, your discretion is advised. Conversation is going to be about pedophilia and etc. Also, just a bit of disclaimer, since I'm thinking about it, this is not going to be the most well-edited video. I am in no way trying to talk for the victims of these occurrences. Even though I wasn't personally affected by these, I just wanted to get my personal opinion out there. So, for a bit of context, essentially, Peppertoni Pizza released a video exposing Marksman for being a pedophile. I'm going to put a link in the description so you'll know where to go. Our community is already struggling. And now that mechawreck has already been exposed, and now Marksman has been exposed, it's just one after the other with these people. And don't get me wrong, I'm fucking glad that they're being exposed. And my heart goes out to the victims who were affected by these creeps. Our community is already struggling. We're already having a hard time staying together, waiting for updates, dealing with the gap between casual and competitive, etc. We have enough on our plates to now have even more dropped on because essentially these e-celebs are taking advantage of their audience. And here's the deal. I'm going to say something that's highly controversial. Sexual harassment is not an alien concept in the TF2 community. It fucking happens a lot. But it's one thing to sexually exploit an adult, but it's another when you fucking exploit children. And the hard part is, especially with people in Discord, is that it's hard to tell a joke and banter from essentially one with they're being serious. But in my opinion, the fun ends and it's at others' expense. And it's not an alien concept to have these people joining community servers and whatever, spraying child porn on the fucking walls or on a sign or whatever. But there's a line between just being a troll and bantering and actually sexually harassing someone. Trading nudes of minors is just fucking disgusting. And now, more than ever, I feel like the TF2 community should come together and support. And I'm glad that we've reached the point where we can expose these dickheads. But the problem is, especially with e-celebs, is that there's a fear of dealing with the rabid fan base. And more or less, their viewership and subscriber count has become a token of protection. Well, you may be wondering, why do I care so much about this subject? Well, it's because a recent friend of mine has had to deal with the mechawreck situation. And it is fucking painful to hear from the other side. There is a built-in fear about the rabid fan bases of these e-celebrities. More or less the fear of dealing with the consequences of trying to expose them for the terrible things that they've done. And I think that as a community, it should be more or less our excuse to come together and support each other, even outside of these e-celebrities. I'm not suggesting a witch hunt. I'm suggesting that we be there for people who are personally affected by this. That yes, we too continue to look at the evidence and come to our own conclusions, obviously. But when the evidence is painted clear, we should be able to trust each other. Obviously, there's going to be pedophiles in any community that you're in. But isn't it also our job as a community to be there and support the people affected? Isn't it our job to help spread the awareness of these people and their actions? I just don't want these situations to be forgotten in 2 weeks. And I know I have no place in saying any of this. I know I don't have any say, and I'm not trying to talk for the people who've been affected. But I am trying to talk from my perspective of somebody who wants to be there for people who have been affected by this, who have been sexually harassed and solicited and etc. Because it's a fucky situation. So, I'm sorry for this terribly sounding, unedited mess, but I just want to put it out there that if somebody is truly affected by this and just needs somebody to fucking talk to, you can come in my Discord and chill with me. You can shoot me a message. You can reach out to your friends And you should be able to reach out to other members in the TF2 community about this. And obviously, I want to make sure that you remain as anonymous as you choose to be. Because even though I haven't gone through what you had to go through, I don't want you to feel like that you're going through this alone. So there you have it. I just really wanted to lay down my thoughts about this entire situation. Just after seeing this post and having to, more or less, be there for people who were affected already by the mechawreck situation, I just felt like, even though it didn't happen to me, I have an emotional attachment to the subject. Normally, I spend a lot more time focusing on how I sound and making sure everything's edited perfectly, but I'm at the point right now where I just want to get my opinion out there. So, I hope you all have a good day regardless. And later, skaters.